In this video, I'll show you how to use the sitemap object within Power Pages Liquid. Now, this sitemap basically allows you to access the portal sitemap, and technically, you can assume that, like, say, if you want to display breadcrumb within your application, you can use this feature. Now, sitemap has a couple of attributes as listed over here. So it points to the current object and it points to the root object. So current means the current page and root means the root of the website. Sitemap node has an attribute of breadcrumbs, children, description, entity, title, URL, parent. Now, if you see the syntax over here, it says sitemap.root.title. So if you want to see what is the title of the root page, then it will display that. And you can also iterate through the breadcrumb by going through this logic. These all things I'm going to explain you in the uh, demonstration. So to start with the demonstration, as you see over here, this is a simple page which just has my name written over here. Now, this is a page, and if I want to edit the code, I'll click on edit code. That will take me to this particular section. Now, just to show you like the hierarchy of this page. Now, this is the home page, and this is the page Jan 2025. So that means if I want to see from a breadcrumb perspective, I can see this page Jan 2025, and if I want to navigate to the home page, I can show that as a part of breadcrumb. Now, how do you display all these things? I'll show you from a liquid code perspective. Okay, so liquid, how do you extract the sitemap? So it's simple. So you just first use this curly braces and you just say sitemap dot, say, let me talk about the current part. Okay, so current page, so sitemap dot current dot title. It's a simple syntax. Okay, current sitemap dot current dot title, and let me put a break tag, and I'll copy the same code and I'll paste it 3 times. So current dot title, current dot description, and current dot URL. Okay, so let's run this and see what output it generates. So the first one is the title. So this is the title of the page. So as you see, the title of the page is Jan 2025. This is the description, and this is the path, or this is the URL. Okay, slash Jan 2025. So as you see over here, this is slash Jan 2025. Now, from where this value is coming, this is a sample landing page. Now, in order to do that, like as you see over here, I'm in that right section. Okay, so how do I go about it? Like if I go into the backend. Now, if you don't know how to go into the backend, go click over here, go to Power Pages Management, and from here, go to the web pages. Okay, now the web pages which we are referring is within the Philadelphia site. So I'll just say filter by Philadelphia, and the page which I'm currently referring to is Jan 2025, right? So let me see if I can find that page. Yes, I can find that page, Jan 2025. And remember, this is an information page, right? Now here you click on localize content, the page in English, Jan 2025. Now you are in the content page section. And now, as you see over here, there is a section called as copy HTML. Okay, now if you scroll, there is something called a summary HTML. Now here you can go ahead and write whatever you want. Okay, so I'll just say h3 something over here, and then it will display it as a description. Okay, so there is a, so Power Pages has given us a separate section to for that specific page to have the summary content written, right? So this is the HTML, and then Once you sync and refresh, you should be able to see the text over here. So this is that description. Now remember, this is this current page, Jan 2025. Now what if I want to go to the home page and get that extracted value within this page? Yes, you can go ahead and write the same syntax. So I'll just copy this entire thing, okay, this entire block, paste it over here. Now instead of current, I will just say root. Instead of current, root. Sync. And remember, we have made that change right in the description, and now that has come over here, something over here, and now it has given me the value over here, something over here, and also it will give us the value for the home. Now let me override this content because that content has not been synced correctly. So let me synchronize this, and once it is synchronized, you should be able to see the code changes which we have done for sitemap.root.title, sitemap.root.description, sitemap.root.url. And this is what you can see over here. So you can see a slash over here, so that means it has given you the output, right? So let me show you this way. So this is the output for the first one, and this is the output for the second one. So as you see over here, it is showing me the title. There's nothing in description, and slash is the URL. Okay, so again, if you want to see the description, what you can do, go to the home page. Okay, so I'll just go back and I will select Philadelphia site, go to the home page. So this is the home page. Come over here, go to the localized content over here, and here I will see the summary HTML for the home page. So this is a sample landing page for you to start creating your own website, and I can change the code over here and then I'll make any changes and I can display this. Now if you just scroll, you can see the title over here. So this is title home. I can just say home page Girish. Okay, I can make those change over here. I can click on save and then this change will get reflected, right? Now for our code, let me put a horizontal line just to show you and segregate it as a separate content. Just sync this. So what we can do is, like, we can extract the current title description URL, we can extract the root title description and URL. What are we going to do with all these things? We are going to create a breadcrumb, right? So if you want to have a breadcrumb so that people can navigate from the current page to the root page, yes, we can go ahead and build that. Okay. Now this is just syncing. So as you see over here, this is home, right? We made the change in the title. Now this title and the title which you are getting is different. Okay, so don't get confused with this title and the title output which we are getting over here. Okay, this is that page title. Okay, this is that page title. Also, if you want to construct a breadcrumb, so let's go ahead and construct a breadcrumb over here. So I'm constructing a breadcrumb. So how to construct a breadcrumb? So first you need to have a for loop because we will be iterating through the content. So percent for, and I'll just copy this, end for. Now how do we construct a breadcrumb? So for, let's say we want to first get the object in a crumb object. Okay, crumb or crumb1, crumb2, crumb3, whatever you want to call it, you can call it in sitemap dot current So we have used this sitemap.current. Now we are going to use a property called as breadcrumbs. Okay, so for crumb in sitemap.current.breadcrumb will give you all the breadcrumbs for that specific current page. Now, if you want to display that, how you can show is you can use an ahref. Okay, so how do you write ahref? So you just say ahref equal to something and you display the value. Okay, so what value are you going to display? So display value can be shown like this. So you just say crumb dot, this time I'm gonna just say title. Okay, crumb dot title, and here in the URL you just say crumb dot URL, and that's it. This is how you can display the breadcrumb. So what we are doing, we are iterating through the sitemap.current.breadcrumbs. We are putting the value in crumb. We are iterating through the crumb and getting the URL and the title. Right. Save this. Sync. And now, as you see over here, we have this home page dash Girish, right? Now, how this has come, home page dash Girish, is from here. You remember we made this change, so it is now showing me homepage dash Girish. Now that's the title which we have extracted for the breadcrumb. Now remember, in the code we have used sitemap.root.title. Now this title points to somewhere else, and this title points to somewhere else. Okay, so this is how basically you can use the breadcrumb for your application. Now it is just showing one value because it there's nothing more than that, because you're already in the current page and you just want to go one level behind, and that one level behind is home page. But if you had that multi-level, you can show that using say chevron or some other special character, and then you can display one hyperlink after the other, so that it is easier for user to navigate to different pages. So this is how you can use the liquid code to iterate through and form a breadcrumb, and this will help you in building up your navigation for your users. So that's it, folks. This is how you can use sitemap within Power Pages liquid code. Thanks for watching.